My dear Lord, you sent your divine emissary of compassion to us, Srila Prabhupada, who gave his life to give us life. As the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Srila Prabhupada declared this society to be his body. Bhakti Tirtha Swami offered his own life for the healing of our ISKCON, which he saw was greatly weakened due to offenses against our women and children. On this most auspicious appearance day of Lord Narasimhadeva, let us follow in his holy footsteps, offering our hearts at the feet of the Lord for purification and rectification for the cleansing, healing, and upliftment of Srila Prabhupada's body, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. As we take courage from the association of sincere Vaisnavas, we pray. Please read along with us out loud. O conch shell, your name is Pancha-tattva, and you reside in Lord Narasimhadeva's hand. You are blown 3 times. With the first blow, you killed the demons. With the second, you blessed the devotees. And with the third, you announced the victory of the pure heart, reverberating with the message, my devotee will never be vanquished. O blood, your name is Pancha-tattva, and you are very dear to the Lord. The atheists of Avidya and apparatus have invaded the Namahatas in the city of our hearts and our beloved ISKCON. O Lord Narasimhadeva, please run through the streets of our hearts and of our ISKCON society and pound these demons to pieces with the thunderbolt strikes of your club. O shield, marked with 100 brilliant moonlight circles, please cover the eyes with sinful enemies of envy that make us blind to the good qualities of others and force us to offend the Vaisnavas. O Sudarshan Chakra, chief of the Lord's emblems, symbol of power by which Lord Narasimhadeva controls this holy cosmic manifestation. O invincible wheel of time, powerful as the sun and moon, impossible to check, you are the Lord's final and ultimate weapon to kill the demons and protect the devotees. Our souls are covered by the darkness of greed, anger, pride, and the desire for fame. O Sudarshan, full of transcendental effulgence, kindly shine in our hearts and within our ISKCON and destroy the darkness. You easily disperse the magical forces of the demons, root and chase away the demon of aparad from our minds and hearts and from our ISKCON society. O sword, your name is Vidyadhara. Please cut the roots of sin from our minds and from our beloved ISKCON and protect our tiny creepers of bhakti. O Lord Narasimhadeva, there are many hidden demons lurking in our hearts and the hearing of the society. Please find them and destroy them with your powerful hands. O lotus flower, you are the symbol of the Lord's blessings. As bees live inside the lotus, may the bee of our minds always be sheltered within you. My dear Lord Narasimhadeva, please pick us up as you did Prabhupada, that we may become free of all fear and lamentation, full of love for Srila Prabhupada and Sri Radha Madhava. May we become pure in heart and mind and empower instruments of your compassion and mercy in this world, engaging in sweet ways to please all who are devotees. By your grace, Srila Prabhupada and the mercy of Lord Gauranga, Sri Nityananda Ram and the whole Pancha-tattva, may we become again a strong and united society, empowered to turn back the tide of Kali for the benefit of all conditioned souls. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
The next part of our program is the message of healing and forgiveness in the mood of Sri Radha Madhava. When Prahlad, a small 5-year-old boy, was asked by his father, the great demon in the history of the universe, what the best thing he had learned in Gurukul was, Prahlad did not hesitate to tell the truth, even though he knew he could be killed instantly for speaking it. He was only 5 years old. Prahlad was the original Gurukuli. He was speaking truth to power, fearlessly. He is our Acharya. Please receive our humble attempt to follow year just before Srila Prabhupada was taken from our vision, I received a cookie from his hand by my mother's grace at the age of 1 month old. He wanted for the children of ISKCON to be protected, to be facilitated, to be loved, and taught how to love Krishna. I am a child of ISKCON, and now I have my own children. The generation, Srila Prabhupada said, would be pure devotees and change this world. What I want for them is what Srila Prabhupada wanted for us. But what happened to us is not what I want for them. Thus I am here before Sri Bhagavan Narasimhadeva, the Lord of the universe, on his most auspicious appearance day, to plead my case and to beg for protection of this third generation. My generation's complete derailment was due to conditions that are still present today. Although a lot has changed, the true reason for what happened is not yet understood by the general mass of devotees. Ladies and gentlemen, we were attacked by demons in the guise of devotees at the very beginning of our lives. We know that the devotee and the demon are present in the same body of Kali Yuga. Srila Prabhupada warned us that there are demons amongst us, dressed as Vaisnavas. There is a well-known analogy given of a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing, hiding amongst its prey, undetected. A simple sheep can never understand the mentality of a wolf, and thus loses one family member after another, unable to see the cause. Oh Lord Narasimhadeva, please kindly expose those wolf demons within and without, and with your lion's prowess, protect us and our children. Let the hearts of those wolves be transformed at the sight of Sri Nrsimha Caturdasi Mahaprabhu. Please engage us in spreading the Yuga Dharma, Harinam Sankirtan, the way Srila Prabhupada directed. Only by your blessings will we be free from the demons of hypocrisy. Srila Prabhupada told us that nothing was powerful enough to check the progress of his great movements. Only attacks from within could destroy it. Therefore, knowing this, the personality of Kali used strategy and prophecies. People used to act on behalf of another, to do dirty work. Lord Chaitanya's right-hand man was His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Tirtha Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, there were demoniac influences to be overcome, as portrayed in the pastimes of Jagai and Madhai and the Chandrakasi. The personality of Kali has also sent his key representatives to challenge Srila Prabhupada's powerful mission. If we study the histories as outlined in scriptures describing the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya, we will see that the rogue influences of Lord Chaitanya's time period were surrounded by their organized flanks of supporters. These supporters were controlled by their desire for power, fame, prestige, knowledge, and even fear of retaliation if they showed a lack of loyalty. Similarly, in our ISKCON, there has been a similarly organized, controlled class that has not had the best interests of the family of devotees and the pure propagation of Srila Prabhupada's mood and teachings as their main concern. As with Jagai and Madhai, the abuses and offenses are unspeakable and have hardly yet been revealed. This mood and influence has deeply pervaded our society, and its energy has been passed to our second and even third generations. Jagai and Madhai were conquered by the tough love tactics of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, and the Chandrakasi by the merciful gashes of Lord Nrsimhadeva's claws. Let us rise together now in Harinam Sankirtan, praying to invoke the special mercy of the Lord on this auspicious day, for His protection, the protection of the Vaishnava Parampara, and the protection of Srila Prabhupada's glorious ISKCON as He intended it to be. A whole new wave of Gurukulis. Look around you, all the beautiful faces here, young, old, every age possible. A whole new wave of Gurukulis is here. the Rakshasas. These last 3 years for me were spent in recovery and reliving the horrors of my abuse in the Gurukul system in the 1970s and 80s and beyond. After undergoing profound personal transformation, passing through the progression of healing from first ignorance, repression, inexplicable panic attacks, physical illnesses from buried trauma, disbelief, shock, horror, and rage that shook every cell in my body and wanted to consume the universe, fighting with feelings of revenge and suicide on a regular basis, causing me to cry out from the core of my being, "Why, my Lord, why?" Being shown several past life sequences, I came into acceptance and integration and remorse and gratitude. And now finally, there is compassion in my heart. Compassion towards the perpetrators and myself. And yes, now I am ready to serve. Sri Radha Madhava. Now I am no longer holding blame or anger in my heart towards the abusers. I see myself as no better. I am no better or different from them. Because after intense prayers for purification, Lord Nrsimha ripped from my heart with his lotus hands a mountain of sin accumulated over crores of lifetimes. Thus the karmic bond between myself and those who abuse me is ended by his mercy with the sword of forgiveness. This is why the Lord has directed me to act as his humble messenger. The symptoms of rampant abuse are to be seen amongst the Gurukulis. No one can argue that it did not happen. The multi-million-dollar court case brought it to everyone's attention. After initial attempts by them to be heard and reconciled were ignored and denied by the leaders of ISKCON. There are still suicides of my peers, my friends, every year. At least a few. And on a lesser scale, there is pervasive, dysfunctional behavior. My intention in bringing this up is not to put a downer on this beautiful festival day of the Lord's Appearance Day. Neither do I want to ask for anyone's pity. It is to bring to everyone's attention that the reality of Kali Yuga and of child abuse are still present. The perpetrators are still present, and it is far, far from resolved. If we are to move forward as a society with such huge impediments, who else can help us but the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself? Therefore, we have flown here across the globe as beggars. Oh Lord Madhava, please obliterate this tangled mess of karmic bonds. Because the Lord Nrsimha is roaring, all the elephants in the world began to cry in fear. My dear Lord, our fledgling spiritual embassy is overrun with herds of wild elephants in the form of offenses, especially to its women and its children. Oh, Nrsimha, please open your gaping, fearful mouth and allow us all to hear your tumultuous, fierce roar. When, oh when, will we be free from their trampling? Sri Prabhupada stood in front of Lord Narasimhadeva, his hair was erect due to symptoms of ecstasy, while incessantly shedding tears of love for the object of his constant meditation. Oh Lord Narasimha, when will we, the second generation, the Gurukulis, make you the only shelter of the universe, the sole subject of our meditation? Without feeling the painful duality of illusion, considering one to be a friend, one to be a foe, ourselves victims and others perpetrators, when, oh when, will we come to our true position as your chastened, eternal servants? When will we accept our own accountability and be able to pray like Prabhupada on behalf of the father that tried to torture and kill him? Dear Prabhupada Maharaj, seeing our pitiful condition, please have mercy on us and make us and engage us in the service of your Lord Narasimhadeva. Lord Nityananda Prabhu predicted that there would arise an astonishing mandir from which the eternal worship of Sri Krishna would spread all over this wretched world. It would be the beacon of light, the spiritual embassy and portal to the Lord of Vrindavan for all conditioned souls to come and take shelter at for the next 10,000 years. This temple would be the very heart and and core of Sri Chaitanya's movement. Why is such an important and divinely predicted temple being erected in such haste with some of the worldwide devotees loving it, and the others sick to their stomachs at the mere sight of it? Why are the very same persons who raped and tortured me and others as children given charge of building this temple? What is the agenda, and how has this been allowed to go on? Just last year, in the Mayapur newsletter, there was a report of dismembered body parts of a child found. People may assume that it must be outsiders. Ladies and gentlemen, there be wolves amongst us. Ritual abuse is in reality in the 21st century. It is Kali's favorite religion and pervades international governments, churches, and powerful organizations. There are many authoritative books and interviews with former FBI agents and other experts who report on this very hard truth. You can go to the website praylanpula.com to find authoritative references. I personally experienced this kind of abuse as a child in the ISKCON society. I know for a fact that the faces of the main perpetrators. I was on the sacrificial table many times myself. I am not the only one who remembers this. Parents, keep your children close. We are among wolves. If they are allowed to be amongst us in responsible positions, what kind of leverage must they have on others? O protector of Kalai, when will we as a society be simple like children, without guile, without deceit, simply practicing bhakti, happy for each other's association, without the blackmail and power struggles that characterize demoniac civilization? Ladies and gentlemen, everyone knows that a building is only as strong and safe as its foundation, a society as healthy as its family units, and an individual as pure and empowered as their personal practices. It is a disease that is a disease diagnosed by its symptoms. As a child veteran of our ISKCON, I am almost 40 years old now. From where I stand, surveying the past, the present, and the future, I see very unprepared rocking and sinking sand underneath the foundation of our movement, symbolized by this temple, by that temple. I see the terrain littered with broken, dysfunctional families and individuals, many of whom are scattered to the four corners of the earth, licking their wounds after giving their all to try to steer our present ISKCON society towards the path chalked out for us by His divine grace. Simultaneously, alongside the wonderful manifestations that we see every day here at Sri Mayapur, the wonderful kirtans, the prasadam distribution, the new members coming, so much beautiful preaching is going on. But simultaneously, there is still a host of very serious symptoms of this illness. Everyone knows there are issues. It is Kali Yuga after all. But until now, we could not put our finger on just why. The picture gets clearer the more time that passes. There is a deep arrowhead embedded in the body. It is festering and reduces vitality. It is under the skin and not visible. But after these many long years, the body is beginning to expel it on its own. As it comes out, there will be pus, there will be pain, but help will soon follow. Let us not push it back in, denying that we were ever shot. Accept the injury it's caused and courageously release it. My dear Lord Nrsimhadeva, we are experiencing attacks from all sides. Let us make the measure of our success the satisfaction of each and every guest and member of our society. Not how many buildings are built, not how much money is collected, and not how many projects are completed. Let us passionately endeavor for the true, real wealth, the position of the servants, of the servants, of the servant of Sri Radha Madhava. I issue a worldwide plea. My dear devotees, please do not further condemn those already unfortunate souls by either enabling them or criticizing them. In the mood of the child saint, for whose sake Lord Nrsimhadeva appeared, please, my dear Vaisnavas, please pray for our present day Hiranyakashipus. Dear Lord, you who have recently appeared as Lord Nityananda, Patita Pavana, Kali Yuga Pavana, devotee-clad demons fall away. Let us pray for their welfare at your lotus feet. With the nails of your lotus hands, please deliver them. The only effective solution was shown by Prabhupada Maharaj, the great Mahajan. Let us stop feeding the rabid dog of Kali with his useless and tangling approach of pointing fingers at one another in anger. The only way to resolve the unresolvable is to first come to our own accountability for our karmic walk in life, being grateful to the instruments of our correction. Then we must draw very rigid and strong boundaries, the kind that Srila Prabhupada drew when he was made aware of one case of the child abuse. He banned that abuser from ever setting foot on his property ever again. Later, only due to the pushing of similarly contaminated disciples did Srila Prabhupada relent and allow that person to take prasadam at the Sunday feast. We lack boundaries, and thus we are now surrounded by wolves. It is violence to artificially offer forgiveness and leniency to a perpetrator. There is a process of transformation that must be practically gone through. It begins with strong boundaries, holding them firmly accountable. And then, after a long process of healing, both the victim and abuser can come to the transcendental position and feelingly see that, my dear Lord, where is the fault? Please follow along with me. If anyone of you know the Bhagavatam verse from the 10th canto. Please, somebody who's a better Sanskrit person than me say this prayer.
Namaste.
Thank you for your tolerance. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. All of you who have been involved are now being asked to put down the dress of the enemy. Let real remorse fill your hearts and wash them clean. This is the Lord's desire for you. Accept the shelter and protection of our eternal Father. The invasion of demons in our hearts and in Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON must end now. Give them no more power. We belong to Srila Prabhupada. Dear Master, save us. The Lord has directed me to speak like this. It is for everyone's upliftment only. Please forgive me if I have offended any of you in what I have spoken. I have no authority on my own account. Most Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have brought me here. Please now confirm the truth of this message. O all-seeing, omniscient one, you Lord Nrsimhadeva are my witness. Please protect me. Please protect our third generation. My dear Vaisnavas, please join me in this prayer. Swastiyastu vishvasavalapathinatam jayanti bhutani shivam vikonyam vanascha vatram padanana dokshate avishatam no mandirabhyayati. May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing Bhakti Yoga, for by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. Let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence, Lord Shri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of Him. Pancha-tattva vipasindhudevacha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radha Madhava Shri Radha Madhava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare outside the courtyard of Sri Radha Madhava's altar. Bring your mridangas, wampers, conchs, torches, and a burning fire for Harinam in your hearts. Srila Prabhupada ki!